Hi viewers, welcome to my channel. This is Sridhar Reddy Elpeddi, Assistant Professor of Physics from Government Degree College for Women, Nalgonda. Welcome to my channel, Sri Quantum Academy, Feel the Physics at Glance. Today I am going to discuss with you topic Zener diode and its working principle. Zener diode is same as that of PN junction diode with small differences. Let us discuss in detail about it. Before going to watch, please subscribe my channel if you not yet done. Press bell icon to get latest updates. Before going to explain about Zener diode, first let us recap the knowledge about the PN junction diode. From my previous videos, you have a clear idea about what is PN junction diode and how to bias it in forward bias and reverse bias, and what is the characteristic curve of forward and reverse biases. Let us recap key points of the PN junction diode again. P-type material, N-type material made in contact, then the interface which is separating these two is called junction, PN junction. Okay, one side it is diffused with trivalent impurity that converted into P-type, and other side it is diffused with pentavalent impurity, now it is converted into N-type. Now the line joining between these two is PN junction. At the junction, depletion layer is formed. Right, for PN junction diode, doping concentration is very less, it is around 1 atom per million atoms. Right, now when it is connected in forward bias, all the majority charged carriers move towards the junction, depletion layer width reduces and current increases. So in forward bias, diode offers low resistance and high current flows through the diode. That's why in forward bias, diode acts like a short circuit, closed switch. Right? Now, when PN junction diode is connected in reverse bias, all the majority charged carriers move away from the junction so that depletion layer increases and current reduces. In this connection, diode offers high resistance and low current. This small current is due to minority charged carriers, which is called leakage current or reverse saturation current. Right, in reverse bias, diode acts like a open switch, that means it does not allow current to pass through it. Right, in reverse bias, if you go on increase the voltage at high voltage, breakdown occurs. At the breakdown, all the covalent bonds will break and they create more and more electrons and holes, so that current increases rapidly, but diode destroys permanently. This is called avalanche breakdown. Right, this is about PN junction diode. Right, there are two important key points in PN junction diode. That key points encourage us to move on to the Zener diode. In that, one is doping concentration. In PN junction diode, doping concentration is very less. Right, now question is, if I increase the doping concentration, what happens? Next, in PN junction diode, if you go on increasing voltage in reverse bias, what happens? Avalanche breakdown occurs. When avalanche breakdown occurs, diode destroys completely. Right, before avalanche breakdown, there is another breakdown called Zener breakdown. In Zener breakdown, if you increase the reverse voltage at high voltage, more and more covalent bonds will break and it increases current, but still diode is under our control. If you reduce the voltage, then diode come to its original position. Right, that type of breakdown is Zener breakdown. Now based on the doping concentration and breakdown voltage, Zener diode is constructed. So doping concentration is important and breakdown voltage is also important. In Zener diode, doping concentration is 1000 times greater than the normal PN junction diode. That means doping concentration is very high. Now question is, if the doping concentration increases, then what happens? If you increase the doping concentration, majority charged carriers increases. That means in P-type, holes increases, in N-type, electrons increases. If the majority charged carriers increases, depletion layer width reduces. Now the question is, why depletion layer width reduces if I increase the doping concentration? Very simple example, Imagine there is a wall. On either side of that wall, there are 4 people. On left side there are 4 people and right side there are 4 people. Now what they are doing? Just they are trying to jump that wall and they want to move into other side, right? If there are 4 people from this side and there are 4 people from that side, they are trying to cross this junction. Okay. Now imagine same case. Let us suppose there are 40 people on left side and 40 people on right side. They are also same thing. Now in first case, if there are 4 people, then how much effect will be there on that wall? And if there are 40 people, then how much effect will be there on the wall? So in second case, if there are more and more number of charged carriers, then the wall, that means depletion layer, affected more, right? That's why depletion layer width reduces. So PN junction diode dope with high concentration, then depletion layer width will reduces. Now that highly doped PN junction diode is connected in reverse bias, then what happens? In reverse bias, majority charged carriers move away from the junction, so the depletion layer width increases, right? So very little current due to minority charged carriers, which is called leakage current, flows through the diode, right? If you go on increase the voltage, then what happens? After high voltages, breakdown occurs. But here important key point is, due to that heavy doping in reverse bias, for very small voltages, high strength electric field is formed in the depletion layer. So with very little voltage only, you will get high electric field in the depletion layer. Due to that, more and more covalent bonds will break and they creates more and more free electrons and holes, which increases current exponentially. This is what you call breakdown. But here diode is under our control only. This type of breakdown is called Zener breakdown. So due to heavy doping, with very little voltage around 6 to 8 volts only, you will get the breakdown. But because of this breakdown, reverse current increases rapidly, exponentially, but diode is under our control. That means if you reduce the voltage, then again diode comes to its original position. This type of breakdown is called Zener breakdown. So if you dope heavily, then that diode, when it is connected in reverse bias, it will reach the breakdown voltage at very less values. Now one more advantage is, after reaching the breakdown voltage drop across the diode is almost constant for large values. So once the diode reaches the breakdown, then the voltage drop across the diode is always constant. That means there is no significant change in voltage observed across the diodes. It supplies a constant voltage. Based on this basic principle, Zener diode is constructed. Now Zener diode, definition for Zener diode is, Zener diode is a reverse biased heavily doped PN junction diode which is operated in breakdown region. Zener diode is always operated in reverse bias. So proper definition is, Zener diode is a normal PN junction diode which is heavily doped and it is always operated in reverse bias under the breakdown region. So Zener diode looks same as that of PN diode, only difference is doping is high and number 2 is always operated in reverse bias only. So Zener diode is similar to the normal PN junction diode except doping concentration is high, so that depletion layer width is very less and it is always operated in reverse bias. VI curve of a Zener diode looks same as that of VI curve of a normal PN junction diode with little differences. Forward VI characteristic curve of a Zener diode similar to that of PN junction diode. As you increase the forward voltage, majority charged carriers cross the junction, and if the voltage is greater than the cut-in voltage or threshold voltage, then forward current increases exponentially. This is same like that of PN junction diode. Reverse characteristic curve of a Zener diode is little bit different from the normal diode. As you increase the reverse voltage, all the majority charged carriers move away from the junction, So current is very less. This small current is called leakage current, which is due to minority charged carriers. If you increase the voltage, there is a slight increase in this reverse voltage. Since the both sides of the junction are heavily doped, so that depletion layer width is very narrow, so with very small reverse voltage, very strong electric field is developed across the junction, and this is enough to break the covalent bonds, which produce extremely large number of electrons and holes, so that it constitutes reverse saturation current or Zener current. That means PN junction diode is doped heavily, so the depletion layer width is very narrow. So in reverse bias, for very small voltages, high electric field is developed, so that more and more covalent bonds will break, so that current increases exponentially. This is what you call breakdown, Zener breakdown. Now the current which is flowing through the diode in this case is called Zener current. The voltage at which this breakdown is occurring is called Zener voltage or breakdown voltage. This Zener current is independent of applied voltage. That means it is almost constant. Once the diode reaches this Zener breakdown, then current increases rapidly to large value, and now it almost independent of the voltage. If you go on increase the voltage, there is no much changes you can observe, and also the voltage drop across the Zener diode is almost constant. That means there is no change in the voltage drop across the diode. This is very important. Because of this property, Zener diode may be used to stabilize the voltage. That means in reverse bias, after Zener breakdown, the voltage drop across the Zener diode is almost constant. That means there is no change in the voltage. It is fixing one value. So you can use this property to stabilize the voltage. That means to produce a constant voltage. Zener diode is useful for stabilize the voltage. Next, Zener diode symbol. This is the Zener diode symbol. This is same like that of normal PN junction diode. Only the difference is that middle line just it bends like a Z shape, right? So same, this symbol is same like that of PN junction symbol. Only difference is in middle line it bends like a Z shape, Zener diode. This is the symbol for Zener diode. Next, VI characteristics of a Zener diode. VI characteristics of a Zener diode is similar to that of characteristics of a normal PN junction diode. In forward bias, positive terminal connected to positive, negative terminal connected to negative. Forward characteristic curve is similar to that of normal junction diode. As you increase the forward voltage, majority charged carriers cross the junction, and if the voltage is greater than the cut-in voltage, then forward current increases exponentially to large value. This is looks same that of PN junction diode. Next, reverse bias characteristics. For reverse bias, we have to connect battery negative terminal to the P type and positive terminal to the N type. Reverse characteristic curve is a little different from the normal diode. As you increase the reverse voltage, current is very small due to minority charged carriers, which is called leakage current. After reaching the Zener breakdown, then current increases exponentially to large value. This breakdown is called Zener breakdown. The voltage at which this breakdown is occurring is called Zener voltage. After this voltage, the voltage drop across the Zener diode is almost constant. If you see the curve, you see here, this is the VI characteristics of a Zener diode in forward bias and reverse bias. On x-axis voltage, on y-axis current. If you see here, in forward bias, this is the forward bias characteristic curve. If you increase the voltage, initially it is 0. After crossing the cut-in voltage or the threshold voltage, current increases rapidly, exponentially. This is the forward curve. Now come to the reverse bias. If you increase the voltage in reverse bias, small current flows through the diode, which is called leakage current. It is very small and it is almost remains same for larger values. When it reaches to Zener breakdown, large amount of current produced. Now current increases exponentially. The voltage at which this breakdown is occurring and current increasing rapidly is called Zener breakdown. If you increase the voltage greater than the Zener breakdown, there is no much change you observe. But if you go on increasing after high value, you will get avalanche breakdown. Once if the diode reaches to avalanche breakdown, then current increases rapidly but diode destroys permanently. So you have to operate Zener diode around the Zener breakdown only. You should not go for the avalanche breakdown. Once you increase the voltage to avalanche breakdown, then diode completely destroyed. So finally, Zener diode is same as that of junction diode. Only difference is doping is very high. Because of the doping, depletion layer width is very narrow. Next, it is always operated in reverse bias. If you operate in reverse bias, for very short voltages only breakdown occurs. But this breakdown is Zener breakdown, not avalanche, right? In Zener breakdown, current increases rapidly, but voltage remains constant. Because of this property, Zener diode can be used for stabilize the voltage. This is about Zener diode. In next video, I will discuss about how Zener diode can be utilized as a voltage stabilizer. Thank you very much. Please watch, share, like, comment my videos. Thank you.